So I just want to make sure I mention 72 Seasons is the new album.
Yes.
And how many albums has this been now?
This is 11, right?
I'm not the one to ask.
I think Matt is the one to ask.
Matt would
Trust
know.
him.
Yeah, it's somewhere because it gets
I've been your manager for several years.
Which is much appreciated,
Yeah,
by the way.
sure.
But
Yeah,
it gets
we're doing
into
well.
all that stuff about, the live albums count, do the cover
Right.
albums count,
Right.
Was it the
Does
11?
does your Phony Phone Calls album count?
Exactly.
Metallica and the Jerky Boys.
That's right.
I want it.
But so all that stuff about whether so I don't know. It's we're not the most prolific of the bands out there because we like to tour and we like to do so many things, but we've done a couple movies and we've done a couple live albums and we did an incredible project with Lou Reed a few years ago, and so we're always up for whatever, but it's somewhere around 11 or 12, give or take. It's not 20 or 30.
And you're starting a 2-year tour,
That's right.
M72 tour. Matt, I want to go to a show with you because I would
Please.
Finally.
No, I really
I've
do.
been asking since 2007.
I know, but you always ask when there's work to be done.
Well, now that things are winding down, you
Good
and I
for,
can
thanks a lot.
finally.
Oh, I wonder where they were when they're winding down. No one told me.
I don't know. You said there was always work to be done.
I think we're doing a couple nights
at
at
SoFi.
SoFi in August. We start in Amsterdam and we're doing Europe in April, May, and June, and then we start in America in August and go up to I think November. So a couple nights at SoFi, I think in the
Well, it's a 2-night commitment, Conan,
Yeah.
because
Well,
it's a
also-
different set each night.
Yeah.
And
So-
of course, the band's going to want me to come out for a set with
For
my
sure.
acoustic guitar.
Oh.
let there be no question about that.
And now you playing Georgia Satellites with
I
Metallica.
got some change in my pocket. If you've ever seen,
And we're gonna bring the truck out from the video that they
would
were
just love
sitting
it.
in the
You
back
know what
of
I'd
the
love?
video.
If you ever want to, just to have this experience once, because you've had the experience of making these massive crowds of hundreds of thousands of people deliriously happy. If you ever want to have the opposite reaction, just for fun, just say, hey everybody, Conan O'Brien's going to come out now. We're going to interrupt the show, and he's bringing his acoustic guitar, and then you're going to see people as I start to play file out. They will file out.
Yeah, we
now
have-
they'll come back the next night.
We have our version of that. It's either when we need to clear the house, it's we'll do a drum solo, or we do whatever. There's multiple versions of that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you want to come out and help clear the house, the stage is yours.
Anytime you feel that you want to get rid of the crowd quickly, let's say there's an emergency and you need the crowd out of there. I will come on stage and I'll sing Aqualung.
We've had
You'll
some.
see-
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, it reminds me. I was talking to somebody interview a couple days ago where we were talking about our history of LA, and I mean, we've had some of the best shows of our career in LA because the fans here are so passionate. And obviously, going back to the KNAC days, that was the first real hard rock station. I was going 24/7, in an area like real hard rock. But Long Beach Arena, what are there, 16,000 seats in there? We've paid for about 15,000 of those 16,000 seats over the years because every time we would play Long Beach Arena, people would just, take the cushion, start throwing frisbee, playing frisbee with it inside the arena, and next day would be like, okay, Metallica, here's a $300,000 worth of cushion shopping that we had to do for,
Wait, you have to pay for that?
Oh, fuck yeah. I had to go on, James and I had to go on KNAC multiple times and go, listen, whatever, you're our fans and we're your fans and we're all in this together. And we want you to have a good time and we support that. But understand one thing, when you're rebelling, if you think you're rebelling against the building or rebelling against authority or rebelling against a man or whatever the fuck it is you think you're rebelling against, the only people you're really rebelling against is Metallica, because that bill of 15,000 new seat cushions comes right back to us. which is fine, So, but we had a similar situation a couple years later at L.A. Coliseum. I don't know if, we were playing, and there was whoever had booked the L.A. Coliseum show at that time. Things were maybe slightly more unpredictable about sort of the physical elements of the makeup of these shows. And in front of the stage, the whole lawn or the football field at the LA Coliseum was all folding chairs.
Oh, Jesus.
So I don't know if any of the six of you would like to guess where 40,000 folding chairs ended up about, 3 songs into the set. Yeah, that's right. All those, whatever there was, 40,000 folding chairs ended up on stage.
And you got them in.
And so we had to stop the show as all these folding chairs were being. I mean, it was. I mean, you talked earlier, Conan, about like you couldn't script some of this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you really couldn't script.
No,
some
I once
of these
did
things.
a comedy show, and I didn't know that it was lawn dart night. 35,000 people had a lawn dart underneath their chair. I was killed. I'm a ghost now. That's where this story goes.
Anyway,
I like the idea of Metallica having to stack neatly the folding chairs on racks.
Yeah, excuse us,
guys.
We're gonna cut Creeping Death short right now. We'll be back in 30 minutes after we've stacked.
I don't know why I can't.
There's a meeting after this. We have to get these to them in good
I can't
condition.
picture an old lady talking to James Hetfield and saying, "No, there's still 7 cushions unaccounted for. You're not going anywhere."